Hollywood done lost their damn minds. Of course, we all knew this by now, but just in case you needed a reminder, I'm gonna remind you guys. Before I get into it here, do me a favor, just starting out here on YouTube, as you can tell. I think I got 20 subscribers now. Grateful for each and every one of them. You know, it's tough to start from nothing and work your way up. So going from 0 to 20 is a big deal for me. Trying to hit 100 by Christmas. If you guys could help me out, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, turn that notification bell on. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm coming at you guys with common sense, facts, truth. We're not getting into our feelings here. We're not, we don't need little safe spaces. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm not a conservative or a liberal. I'm just a knucklehead that gets on here, yells at my laptop because I can't believe some of the stuff that I'm seeing. It's insane, guys. It's insane. Let's talk about Hollywood. Alec Baldwin says Trump should be buried in a Nazi graveyard in a scathing Twitter ad. How effing crazy is this? These people in Hollywood are so out of touch with everything that's going on. Everything. They live in their little castles in the Hollywood Hills, or wherever these places they live. These are the people, just like Alyssa Milano, calling for defunding the police. But the second she needs them, she dials 911. It's a complete joke. These people are a joke. I think I'm going to make a prediction here. I think that we're seeing the absolute decimation of Hollywood. First of all, you got the coronavirus going around, so movie theaters aren't opening up anytime soon. You got nowhere to play the movies. Netflix is an absolute disaster with their Cuties movie on it, where they lost tons of subscriptions, including mine. And Hollywood is just showing their true colors, just like everyone else. The best thing that Donald Trump did in his 4 years, well, listen, he had some good policies. He wanted to bringing our troops home. We got peace deals in the Middle East. Trump did some good things. He got rid of critical race theory, which was my favorite thing, because I think that's the most disgusting thing anyone ever came up with. If you don't know what critical race theory is, look it up and you'll thank God that Trump got rid of it. So, but a huge thing that President Donald Trump did in his 4 years was he exposed a lot of people. He exposed a lot of politicians, the Democrats, the radical left, the liberals. He exposed the absolute insanity and hypocrisy of these people. He exposed Hollywood. He exposed the absolute insanity and hypocrisy of Hollywood as well. Alec Baldwin, actor Alec Baldwin took his impression of Donald Trump to new heights on Sunday by ranting on Twitter about his political enemies. The 62-year-old actor called Mr. Trump a maniac on Sunday and suggested he should be buried in a graveyard for Nazis. What kind of human piece of garbage do you have to be to say something like that? Because the actor has previously compared Mr. Trump's presidency to Nazi-controlled Germany. That let me read you guys something real quick. Now, all of these people, you got Hollywood actors. I got another one. Let me pull this up. Okay, so we got Alec Baldwin. What a human piece of garbage to say something so despicable. That's just gross. It's just absolutely disgusting. And then we have another human piece of garbage here, John Cusack, who says even worse stuff. Now, these guys, okay, so you got John Cusack, Alec Baldwin, a lot of other Hollywood elites, Hollywood idiots saying stuff about the Nazis. It's like the new N word. All right, I heard someone say the new N word is Nazi, and it's so true. They just throw it around there. So look at this. I got this pulled up on my cell phone. It says, it's a report. The Israel minister says, quote, using the memory of the Holocaust for cheap headlines or political agenda is concerning and distorts the historical and moral truth. So it says Israel demands CNN issue apology after anger compared Trump administration to the Nazi Kristallnacht. So these people in Israel, the Israel minister and the people in Israel, they're furious at everybody just so loosely throwing around the word Nazi and Holocaust and Trump's. It, it just it's crazy. It's these people are so delusional. And that, you know what it is? It's Trump derangement syndrome at its finest. These people have such bad Trump derangement syndrome. Whoopi Goldberg, I was gonna pull her video up too, where she was saying a bunch of stuff about these. Listen, these people, they're following the narrative. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't honestly believe. Like I said, I come at you guys with common sense. We're talking common sense. We're talking facts. We're talking truth here. I don't honestly believe that these people can really think that Donald Trump's presidency, you can compare it to Nazi Germany in the 40s, that it, I just, and if that's the case, if that's what these people think, then they should probably be locked up in some kind of mental institution somewhere, get their heads checked out, because that's so far from the truth. It's so out of touch with reality. Let's see what John Cusack said. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I had to X out a little piece of it there because it's not good. Think this will be like 2018, where it took a while to see Dem gains play out and Biden will get 270. But fact, so many people didn't just look the other way, but voted for the mentally ill, virus-spreading, child-abducting Nazi assaultist in a sexual way. I don't want to say it. Hard to find a punchline here. We are ill. All right, so he calls Trump a mentally ill, virus-spreading, child-abducting Nazi blanket. How sick. Says throughout the night, the actor reacted to Trump's speech given early Wednesday morning. This was last week, by the way. Early Wednesday morning, in which he thanked the American people for their tremendous support. Millions and millions of people voted for us tonight, and a very sad group of people is trying to disenfranchise that group of people, and we will not stand for it. When one of the actors followers called his attention to the president's conference, Cusack replied, "Trump wants to stop voting only in states where he's ahead with millions of legal votes ready to be declared that heavily favored Dems." In another reply to a follower on Twitter, Cusack claimed that Trump thinks he's Putin. All right, so these people are definitely they're out there. I mean, they're listen. I think Alec Baldwin. Some of his movies are kind of funny. He did that one, Along Came Polly, with Along Came Polly with Jennifer Aniston and Ben Stiller. So funny when he played Ben Stiller's boss. Super funny movie. And he's been in a couple other ones too that are pretty good. John Cusack, he's been in a ton of movies, and I liked some of his movies. When people do this, when you see these actors and actresses and athletes, you get all these elite athletes coming out saying these things. It makes their they're alienating their families. I'm never watching another movie from John Cusack or Alec Baldwin. I think they're disgusting human beings. They're the last people I want to support. Some of these athletes, I don't want to watch any NFL or NBA basketball anymore. I've been a huge sports fan my whole life. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to support people that have a mindset that's so far out of touch with the real world. And like I said, that's what Donald Trump has brought out in these people. These people, I don't get it, man. Listen. A year ago, I hated Donald Trump. I thought he was the biggest scum of the earth. But I wasn't saying crazy stuff like this. I was actually selling stuff with Trump's face on it. It was Uncle Sam with Trump's face on it with Second Amendment gear. I had a couple real successful e-commerce stores. And I was making a lot of money off it. It's like, wait, I don't even like Donald Trump. And it wasn't a spoof towards him or anything. So I don't even like Donald Trump. I hate the guy. I'm not going to, in good conscience, I can't make money off of this if I don't like him. So I stopped selling the merchandise. Then then I started to see what was going on. I started to see the deck was stacked. I started to see things like this. I started doing my own independent research, my own independent thinking, and I started to see. I actually started looking at what Trump was doing in his policies. Now, there's a lot to be said about Trump for the things he says and the things he tweets. I mean, yeah, he's an ego. He's just got a huge ego. He's boisterous and bombastic, And absolutely, I think if he toned it down, just chilled out, stopped with the name calling, I think he would have got a lot more votes. Um, I think he could have changed this, made this election. I mean, I don't want to talk about the election because it's so crazy, but I think he could have got a lot more support from other people if he just wasn't such a bombastic, egotistical, just guy. But he's not a politician. He's a businessman. He came into this not as a politician, as a businessman. And then I thought, well, maybe with all the sensitive liberals and radical left crazy people that call everyone a racist and a Nazi, maybe Donald Trump is exactly what this country needed. Someone that's going to come in here and call it spade a spade and, just shoot from the hip and not going to put up with anyone's nonsense. And he's going to say critical race theory is racist and it's anti-American and we're going to get rid of it. Maybe that's exactly what we needed. But once I looked at Donald Trump's policies, what he was doing with the economy, once I saw how they were trying to sandbag him with this whole Kung flu when they were blaming everything on him, I saw how mainstream media, the leftist elite, these pro athletes like LeBron the James is I can't stand that guy anymore. Never really liked him anyway. Once I saw the whole narrative come together with BLM and Antifa and everything else, and how they were calling the Proud Boys this far right wing white supremacist militia, and then you hear Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, talking to guys black and Cuban, and he's far from a racist. Anyway, I put it all together and came up with my own thoughts, and it's exactly why people like this helped me do that. It's exactly why I did what I did, because people like John Cusack, Alec Baldwin, saying the stupid shit that they say that made me step away. I was in a family of Democrats. I was around a lot of people that were Democrats and liberals, and I had nothing to do with the craziness on that side. It's crazy. It's all lies, manipulation. It's a narrative that's being played out. And if you go against the grain with the narrative at all, you're a ist, you're a phobe, you're a ism, you're this, you're that. So I do my own thing. I walk to the beat of my own drum, all right? All right, so Hollywood's crazy. Nothing new here, guys. We all knew it. I don't know. It's just sad and pathetic that these people actually honestly think these things. If they really do. I don't know how anyone without a severe mental illness could think something like this. But it just shows you, if it's true, it just shows you how absolutely out of touch and insane these people are. Excuse me. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Like I said, help me grow my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I'd love to have you join me on this journey. We got a lot to talk about. The world has gone crazy. All right, guys. As I say at the end of all my video, it's crazy out there. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to your neighbors. Tell the people close to you love them. Listen, be a good person. Just be an honest person. Help other people out. And you're going to have a pretty good life, I guarantee you.